Okay, my loves, welcome back to another episode of Gym Bag Confessions. My name is AnnMarie, and my beautiful blonde bombshell co-host is named Rochelle. And join us on this episode where we talk everything openly, vulnerably about getting out of our wellness fitness funks that we literally feel like we have been in for frickin' months. And we share everything that we're doing to get ourselves back on track, and we talk a lot of bullshit as well. We laugh so much along the way. So make sure you stay tuned to the end where we talk about daddy issues so 1992 and how that relates actually to how we've been showing up with our working out and with our relationship with our bodies, all of the things. Let's get to it.
You sound like a man right then. Is your period coming? Are you riding a cotton pony? Oh, I'm going to show you period coming.
Cotton pony. Yeah,
God.
I've never heard that.
No, really?
Oh my
Shit.
God.
Come on, you haven't heard that before?
No.
Oh shit, hold on.
Things we've learned
Let
from
me
this
move
podcast. Number one, sucks to suck. Two, riding the cotton pony.
I say sucks to suck probably so much that people are like, give us another saying, Rochelle. Sucks to suck. I can't tell you.
Are you starting your period yet?
Why does that immediately set me on edge when a man says that?
Oh my God, it's true.
Really? Oh, let's talk about your hormones, shall we?
I think men get periods, they just don't know it.
Yeah, well, they have that 24 hours is 30 days. Theirs is 24. So they have their period like every day.
Every day.
Just without
Yeah.
the actual pain and bleeding, but you know.
The emotional roller coaster is what we
Yeah.
experience.
Oh my gosh. Talk about emotional roller coasters. I was looking through my photos the other day because I was like, oh, look, we took photos on the boat. And my daughter, Maddie, she's 13. She steals my phone all the time. And like, I get the weirdest pictures. If my son wouldn't kill me, I would show you the picture on here. I would show you the pictures that she took of Jackson, my 16-year-old.
They're all like mangled
looks-
face. Like,
He's all, yeah, he looks terrible. Well, oh God, I would burn this photo, but I'm going to keep it. Anyway, I was looking, and she took videos of us on the boat. We were on the boat like it was a couple weeks ago, and she took photos, and we were like messing around, like dancing to this music. We were both at the front of the boat, and I didn't realize she was taking a video of me. And I look at the video, and I immediately wanted to like throw my phone,
into the lake.
throw it, just throw it. We don't need to see this anymore. It was like the worst angle possible. So it was just like, like down up, at this bad
Oh,
angle where like my legs were bigger than my head, that horrible angle like this. Cause I think she was trying to sneak that she was using the phone. And it was just like, I had a little bikini on, super cute bikini, but now I don't know if I can wear it anymore.
Because the
I was
angle
like,
is so bad, you're
"It's
traumatized.
so, yeah, I was like, there's so much flesh. Ah, so much thigh. Oh, I couldn't. Oh, God. I wanted to cry. I think that moment was like the real low point of my spiral when I was like, I'm going to eat cake for fucking breakfast because look at all that flesh.
I love how we do that. We make the most irrational thoughts. You're like, I feel so bad about myself. I think I should eat cookies for breakfast.
Yes. What is that about? I'm like, I've got a migraine from eating cake. And I'm like, yes. And I wake up in the morning, I'm like, oh, there's that chocolate peanut butter mousse cake still left over. Oh, shit. I literally have a fucking migraine. I'm like,
Why does this
my
happen?
pants are too tight. Ah.
I mean, it's so fucking true.
And I think
Yeah.
there is that evil cackle, too.
Yes. Oh my God. 100 fucking percent. Even yesterday, I was like walking with Jay, and then I was like, oh my God. I took a photo in our my face was round, and then I was like, I think I've gained back all the weight that I just lost. I don't actually think all of it, but like my face is a little bit rounder. And then the whole time we were walking, I was just spiraling. I was like, my face is fat, my face is fat. And then we get to
He
the
thinks you're having a great old date. You're like,
100%. And then he walks into Tim Hortons, which is like for you
oh, it's your coffee
American
breakfast
folks.
thing, right?
It's like donut. It's like a Dunkin' Donuts but Canadian version and 100 times better. Anyways, so he walks in and
No,
he's like, I think
not
I'm
at
gonna
all.
get a.
I've eaten there.
He's like, I think I'm gonna get a
Basic.
donut. He's like, yeah, 100%. That's what makes it good. He's like, I think I'm gonna go get a donut before we have dinner. And then I was like, oh, would you get me a Timbit? He's like, weren't you just complaining the whole walk about how you feel so fat? And I was like, yeah, you're right. I should probably skip it. But in my mind, I'm
yeah. But don't you try to tell me to eat healthy.
literally. And every time he's like, but don't you think blah blah blah? Because it's like my own. He's just like holding me accountable to my own thoughts and like whatever. And then I'm like,
How?
yeah, but how dare you? Yeah, exactly. So then I'm like,
Right.
no, get me that fucking Timbit.
Now I
Anyways.
want two.
Literally. It was fucking insane.
Oh my God.
Oh
yeah,
my
I hate that
God.
when Dylan's like, well, I'm like, okay, it's time for
like-
you to stop talking.
Yeah.
Or
nobody
you'll
asked
never
you,
talk again.
Nobody asked you for your opinion. They're just like, we just don't want to listen to you bitching anymore about your shit. It's like,
I know,
well,
right?
Too
Let me
bad.
help you be your accountability partner. I didn't ask for one.
And then you start to spiral. You're like, what? You think I'm fucking fat too? Oh yeah, I see it. Like,
Yeah.
no.
Oh, really now?
Like, what? You think I shouldn't have that fucking cookie? Oh yeah.
It's-
Well, I'm gonna eat that fucking cookie then. And so then
Yeah.
you're eating the cookie despite them because you're like, I'm not fucking fat.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, will you still love me if I'm fat? Oh my God. It's so funny because
So
it's
toxic.
true. Just like, wait, what did you just say about me? You think I'm fat? They're like, I just said I like the color blue on you better. What?
You said I look fat in this. Jay does that to me sometimes. Like, I can't remember what he said the other day. He was like he just like will over dramatize like everything, and then he'll be like, I don't know, like total example, but he's like listening to YouTube on his phone and he has it like fucking so high, like the volume so high. I'm like, babe, can you please turn that down? And then he's like, yeah, he's like, why do you hate me so much? I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, all you're saying to me is, you're so fucking old, you're so fucking deaf, turn your fucking shit down, I'm sick of your bullshit. I'm like, you are so dramatic, that's not anything I fucking said. He's like, I know.
You old fucking fart. Hey, Deffy,
Yeah.
put your hearing aids on.
I did call him old yesterday and he was not happy. He was like, do you know I'm going to be 50 before you're 40? I was like, yeah, you're old balls. And then he was like,
Oh, shit.
what? I was like,
Oh, wrinkly balls. Your old man dangling between your knees.
I was like, get the fuck out of here. Okay. Anyways, let's get to our topic for the week. What kind of
Oh, I
news do we
thought
got
we
here
were in
today?
it.
Were we?
We were in it. Yeah.
I'm so down.
Talking about how crazy we are. No,
Yeah.
no, we're not talking about how crazy we are. Just kidding. Well, you can tell we've been in a funk lately.
Yes.
Actually,
literally.
I'm on the way out of it. I'm getting better.
I would agree. I would agree. What was happening in the fucking stars and the moon, dude? I was spiraling. I feel like we were on the same spiral trajectory. It was like
Yeah.
so deep, and I was like, I was the same. I couldn't stop eating like sweets and cookies. It was like I was just craving them, and I was like, I just have to eat them. And then now I was like, oh my God, I don't think I'm gonna come out of it. And now I'm like, I just don't even want any of that shit anymore. I just want to like get back into like the healthiness without the obsessiveness. Yeah.
If you are hearing the podcast, I'm doing robot arms. That's what that is if you're watching on YouTube.
I like you to explain yourself. People are like, I don't understand what's happening right now.
What? Is she choking? Yes. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah. Trying
Okay.
to ease it. Yeah, I'm trying to get back into that healthy swing without being. Let's find our way to balance.
Yeah. Oh God, balance. It's just so lame.
I
But
kind of
like,
like hate that word.
yeah.
Balance. Get out of here. Is there such thing? I don't know. It could be a myth we're chasing.
Okay. So before we get into that, I guess there's kind of a few things we were going to talk about, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
we have our
oh yeah.
confessions too.
Wait, okay about it. You go first, though.
So it was my little two mini ones. I was like at work. This is mid spiral. It's probably at the beginning when I realized, oh, I think I'm spiraling. It was that moment when I was like, oh shit. So I'm at work. Everybody at work knows I eat super healthy. I work out, all
Yeah.
that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And every time people bring treats, I'm like, no, I'm okay. No, I'm okay. And this one girl was leaving work, like it was her last day of work. And we had these cupcakes in the front place where we check in people at the emergency department. I was bringing the trainees in. We had three of them, bringing them in to get used to the area. And there's like my boss, my co-lead was in there, and a couple other people. So it was like jam packed in there, and there was in the back of the room were all these cupcakes. And I took one and ate one. I was like, oh fuck, that was good. Shit, these are good cupcakes. I had like five in the span of 5 minutes and I didn't realize anybody saw. And I was like eating the last one. Because there were no more to eat. I ate them all.
You ate the last
And they're like,
five.
I ate the last
I
one, yeah.
love that.
And they're like, Rochelle, are you okay? I am not okay.
Clearly not.
Yeah. And I think it was like the next day I was like, I don't want to go to the gym. But I scrolled through Amazon and bought myself a new workout set to like that was me going to the gym, but I got a cute outfit. Hopefully this will motivate me when it comes in the mail.
Oh my God, it's so fucking true.
It was that
This,
tie-dye one that I showed you the
oh
other day.
yeah,
It's
that
super
one is
cute.
so fucking
Hmm.
cute. You should post a picture. Honestly, I find when you're tempted by the sweets, if you start eating them, it's that exact thing. You're like, you just can't fucking stop.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, balance. How do I do that? But I'm trying. I'm
Yeah.
trying.
Do you know what? Like, since I started my new job, I'm so happy because my other job, I feel like there was like way more stuff in the back. Like, people would bring more cookies and donuts, and then they had
Mm.
really good fries at staff meal and like all of this
Oh
stuff.
yeah, you loved your fries.
I
You
loved my
talked about
fries.
those a lot.
I talked about those a lot. Okay, that was probably, part of the reason why I gained weight back. But anyways, I when I started working, like, okay, so at the other place too, they deducted money from your. It was a taxable benefit, and it's just fucking stupid because you pay for it and you didn't have a choice to opt in or out. But basically, you paid tax on this meal, but it's a benefit. It's so stupid. It's so fucked up. Anyways, at this
Whoa,
at
that's
this new
messed up.
place, yeah, this new place where I started my job, they you have to pay $5 for the staff meal if you want it, and I'm like, fuck no. Why would I pay $5 for that shit every day? Like, it's just, and it's
Yeah.
even the staff meals at this new place are terrible. And so then I'm like, perfect. I'm not even tempted by it. So I'm like,
Oh,
$5 and it's
is the
garbage.
food terrible at this restaurant?
No, the food's really good. It's pretty common at like a really nice restaurant to have like terrible staff meals. It's not
Oh,
uncommon. They just
really?
give you like the fucking scraps, pretty much. Yeah. Even at the
Here's
place,
the rotten lettuce.
even at the place, yeah, even at the place I was working before, some of the staff meals, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, we're one of the nicest restaurants in the fucking city, and this is what you're feeding your staff? Like, what is happening right now?
Mm,
Anyways, so
weird.
it's great.
Well,
I'm
good.
happy.
Five
No more
dollars in, it's
tempting.
shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No point. No point. So, anyways, it's good for me. I'm excited.
The things we get excited about.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay, what's your other confession?
I gave you both.
Oh. Oh, the first
That
one and the
I
second one.
didn't work out.
Okay. Okay, right, right, right,
My
right,
I
right.
counted my workout as buying an
Right. Yeah.
outfit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I love that. Okay,
I
that's
know.
good.
I said
Honestly,
they're
I've done it
mini
before.
confessions. Mini confessions.
That's
No
a good one
groundbreaking
though.
here.
I have a confession and I purposely didn't message you about it because I was like, I gotta tell you on the podcast and it's fucking hilarious.
Oh, so you get my real reaction?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I was just sitting at home, I'm bored as fuck. I was scrolling through Pinterest and I was like, these bitches are fucking fake. Like, I want to see what my body would look like with a bigger butt and bigger thighs. I'm not going to be
Huh.
posting it on social media, but remember we were talking about how maybe we can see something that is going to
Oh
show us
yeah,
what our
yeah.
bodies are going to look like. Yeah, so then I was kind of like thinking about all these things. I was like, let's just have a laugh and see if ChatGPT is going to give me a bigger butt and bigger hamstrings. So I put in a photo of myself and I said, give me a bigger butt and hamstrings in proportion to my body if I grew my glutes and hams more over 3 to 4 years. And then it says, your content request doesn't follow our content policy. I'm like, why not? And then it basically just explains like how digitally we don't want to alter people's bodies and to change the physical appearances to help somebody look more muscular, thinner, curvier, or otherwise different in a way that implies better or a more ideal body. I was like, wow, okay, points for ChatGPT. And then it goes, however, if you're looking for visual inspiration, I can generate a fitness style illustration or concept art that shows what kind of physique development is possible over time. It wouldn't be based on your body directly, but it would still be motivational and realistic. Want me to create something like that? So I say yes. And then it says,
Of course.
it's like generating. And then all of a sudden it goes, this
Yeah.
image request does not follow our content policy. I was like, what do you mean? You recommended this change. And it goes, fair point. You're right to call that out. And then it
Oh my
says,
God, Chat.
let me
Fair
clarify.
point.
Yeah, let me clarify what happens. And so it's basically saying the same thing, like it did before. And then it says, but the good news, I can absolutely create a side-by-side concept image showing a realistic before of someone with a fit base and a 3-year version, And then it says, it'll be generic inspiration and proportional to your request. I have to send you a photo and I'm going to put it on the screen because it's fucking hilarious. So then I'm like sitting there waiting. I just sent it to you.
Oh my God. Damn, girl.
Gave me
Those are
3 arms.
Clydesdale legs.
Legs
It gave me
and
3 arms.
arms.
I didn't even see the 3 arms.
like-
I didn't even see that. Maybe it's somebody behind a white curtain with just their arms sticking out with the phone. Your thighs are huge. Look at those calf muscles, man.
And then I said, like, this is fucking ridiculous. I was like, okay, so now I have 3 arms and I look like the Hulk. And then I was like, I put laughing faces. I said, you think I'm gonna grow another arm and that much size? I was like, bruh, you're confused. He said-
Bro, you're confused.
And then he said, okay. The after version hit the Captain America serum a little too hard. Let's scale back for
my God.
more realistic.
Oh, Jesus
It's
Christ.
insane. And then it goes, okay, let's scale back. It would be noticeably fuller glutes with an upper shelf, more defined hamstring, still proportional to your frame, blah, 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 blah. And then it says, do you want me to redo it with in mind and dial back to what would be a real hypertrophy journey, not a Marvel origin story? Like,
Yes. Yes, please. Nope, sorry. Your request goes against our content guidelines.
and then I said, I put all these laughing emojis. I said, I ain't gonna hit that juice, homie. Jesus, that's crazy. If you think that's natural, what pipe you think I've been hitting? I can't even with you, chat. I said, let's try this again. I don't need an extra arm either. And then literally it goes, this image, it did not follow our content policy. I'm like,
Oh my God, it did.
you are so inconsistent. Make up your mind. And then it said, you're not wrong. The inconsistency is real, and I owe you a clear answer. And then it was like
Oh my God.
just giving me the same runaround. I can't do this, but what I can do is this. And then I was like, oh my God, okay, just fucking show me what you got. And then finally it generated another caption.
Okay, let's see
And it's
it.
so
Let's
funny.
see it.
So this one's like a little bit more realistic. And I was just like, okay, whatever. Fucking funny though. And this girl looks
got your
miserable in both
sunglasses.
photos. And I was like, do I look that miserable in the photo that I originally posted?
Of course, that's what you would point out.
Yeah, so funny.
Well, where's the glutes? I don't see the
Honestly,
glutes. I just
I
see
don't
the legs.
see the fucking
the legs
glutes
look
either.
great.
This is the photo that I posted in it
The
first.
legs look great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay.
Anyways, so chat took us on a fucking journey. But yeah, there was no glutes. My ass is actually bigger in the photo that I posted than what chat ever gave me. So, whatever.
I don't know. That third arm one, that ass is huge.
So I'm like, okay, where are people alternating their images? Because clearly it ain't fucking ChatGPT. But,
No, there's
you know,
like those other apps, I think.
yeah, you know what ChatGPT does do, Jay? One day he works with all these guys at work that are Indian, and they were joking about putting turbans on him. So ChatGPT will generate a photo of Jay with a turban on, and then he's like, he sent it to his friend. He was like, "Make me a turban with a red ruby on it." And literally generates a turban with a red ruby, and he sent it to his friends at work. And I was like, what the fuck is going on right now? So you won't give me a bigger ass, but you'll give someone a turban.
I'll change their I'll change their cultural identity, but
Yes, literally.
I want to
But
see
not
this
that
turban with
ass.
the ruby picture.
Oh my god, it's so funny. I'll send it to you. It's so
Oh
funny.
God, that's fun.
Yeah, that was my
So that
confession.
that chat won't give you a butt.
Yeah, that chat won't give me a butt. Like when I first sent it, I gave it to my friends. I was like, "You guys, look at what I was chatting the other day," and they were like, they read the first description, how I said, "Give me a bigger butt," and they're like, "Are you fucking serious? It's so pathetic." I was like, "Read the whole thing. Fuck."
So pathetic. Whoa, whoa! It's time for new friends.
They were like, "Oh, ha
Wow.
ha 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 ha." I was like, "Read the whole thing," and then they were like, literally in stitches. I was like, "Exactly. You know, we're here for entertainment."
I'm disappointed, friends. I'm
Yeah.
disappointed that that would be your reply. How pathetic. Really? Is it? Is it Margaret?
It's Margaret. Karen. It's a
I don't
fucking
know their
Karen.
names.
Oh my God. Okay, that's my
Ah, shit.
confession. Okay,
Oh, well, that's
so
good.
I want to know, how are you trying again without going all in?
One of the things I've done is like what sounds good to eat. Like I'm just trying to follow like more of my intuition about like, oh, this food that sounds good to eat. Oh, I don't know, that doesn't sound good. You know, whatever. Like other day we're like, oh, we could have burgers, and I was like, oh God, no, that doesn't sound good. I want something lighter, and so I would just go for something lighter. Um, Rather than like, and I'm definitely not tracking my macros. I'm probably like, well, I know I'm not eating enough food probably, and I'm not eating near enough protein or anything, but I'm like, eh, whatever. I'm just trying to get where I feel better. So I'm like, I'm eating smaller, but throughout the day, and just kind of going with what sounds good. I'm not actually, I still haven't cut back out some of the foods I'm not supposed to eat, like wheat and eggs and dairy and tomato. Like, I think through my binge, my body got used to them again.
I mean, if your
So,
body's
like,
used
I
to it,
had a,
go get it.
yeah, I had a sandwich for lunch yesterday. It was like a turkey sandwich. Just decently healthy, I guess. But I was like, normally I would have been stressing about it. I'm like, bread, tomato on it, and there was mayo on it. Like three things I'm not supposed to eat. But I was just like, this sounds good, and it feels good. My body feels good, so I'm just gonna eat it. So that's what I've been doing. Just, and I got these brownies at the store. We Dylan got them the other day and we had them out on the boat. They're called killer brownies, and I was like, "Are they really killer brownies?" Yeah, right. No, they're fucking delightful.
Oh,
So good. So he's like, the other day, he's like, I want something sweet. And I was like, so do I. I want something sweet. And I got some like a little tray of the brownies in there, like little tiny squares. And I just had one and I was like, that was nice. And then I had my brownie and that was it. And, and I didn't feel bad about it. And I just tried to enjoy it. And
yeah. I would probably say I'm like feeling the same. It's like just having something if I want to have something. I mean, the other day I didn't have any good carbs in the house, so we ended up getting cookies. So I ate two cookies as a replacement for healthy carbs for dinner, and that I was like, I didn't really like that. Like, I didn't feel good about it.
yeah.
And I didn't really want to do it, but then I did it anyways. But yeah, it feels so much better to like kind of just listen to your body and like what it's telling you and
Yeah.
not feel so out of control, I think. So it's interesting because I'm like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be like, I don't think I gained back all the weight. Like if I had to guess, I'm probably like still 7 pounds lighter than I was before. But I'm like, if I was to do it again, like how can I lose weight without spiraling again afterwards? Do you know what I mean? I don't know if it was
Yeah.
because of that or like what the fuck was happening or like I don't know. So that's been interesting. Okay, some of the things that I have done for myself is I unfollowed a lot of people who I was following in like the bodybuilding community that are like in deep cuts. And I started
Oh.
following like more women that have like normal fucking bodies and are like curvier but still train really hard in the gym. Um, and that's helped a lot because I'm like, I need to stop looking at these people who are like doing fucking extreme shit to their bodies if that's not what I want, you know? It's creating like this unrealistic expectation for myself of how my body's going to look, but also I'm not willing to put in that level of work that they are. I don't want that lifestyle.
Right.
So I've done that a lot. And like if I see people who are super shredded or like whatever, I'm like, I try not to follow it anymore. I changed my whole Instagram algorithm basically because before it just used to be like fucking chicks that work out, and now it's all about puppies because we're getting a dog. And I'm like, just flooded my whole, I'm like, let's change the algorithm on here. So now it's just all dogs, which makes me so much happier.
Yeah.
And I haven't weighed myself. I've been at the gym and the devil inside of me is like, weigh yourself, step on the scale. And I'm like, no, literally don't touch it, bitch. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
That's
you
funny.
know, I think, and just like learning to have so much more acceptance for like where I am now. I think it's like I still have a lot of resistance to it, and like been going to therapy, basically talking to Soul about it every single week, and you know, just like letting go a little bit more, like filling my life with other things so that I don't obsess over basically like being quote unquote fatter than I want to be. Such a bad word, but that's what the word that I tell myself, you know? It's like, oh, you
Yeah.
shouldn't look like that, but it's like stop. Like I created so much anxiety for myself about how I looked, and it's like we put so much fucking pressure on ourselves for like how we look, and I get it's something that's so unconscious and so deeply ingrained, but it's like you put so much pressure on yourself on how you fucking look. Like stop. You know, like there's so much more in our lives to who we are rather than how we look.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, why are you stressing about this? Yeah, there is so much more to life than just worrying about how you fucking look and how people perceive you. Like, fucking move on.
That's funny. It like made me think of the conversation I was having with my oldest yesterday or last night. Like he makes movies and he's like amazing, incredible, has movies coming out in theaters and like
What? Oh
he's
my
just
God,
doing,
stop.
yeah, he's just doing really great work and he's like pushing himself so hard. I mean, he's been doing that for the last 3, 4 years
Wow.
and just, I mean, he's been making movies longer than that, but he's been like going all out, pushing so fucking hard. Like that's his life, right? It's his life. And to the point where he was like pushing people away out of his life because he's like, I don't have time for this. I have to succeed. I have to get this. I have to reach these goals I have for myself. And he's feeling lonely. And I was like, you know, anyway, I won't go through the whole conversation because it doesn't necessarily apply, but, and he'd probably be mortified if you know I was talking about him. Sorry, Ben, I love you. But I was like, at this point, I'm like, son, you're more than just your movies. You're more than just your movies. Like, there's so much more to you. You have so much more to offer. You have so much more to give. You have so much value, and you deserve all of this without your movies. All of, you know, your movies are like a huge part of who you are, your identity, and what you love, and what you're here for, what you're doing with your life. But you're not just movies. And when you were talking about, you know, you're not just the way you look. You're not just how healthy or fit you are. Like, there's so much more to life than that. So
Yeah.
anyway, so I was like, oh shit, yeah, you're right. Fuck. I just said that last night in a different context, but
Yeah.
now I was hearing it said back
You're
to
like,
me. I was like, huh,
but I'm not gonna
funny.
take the advice.
Yeah,
Look,
yeah.
we all
Did you
know.
just
We
call
all
me
know.
fat? Did you just call me fat? I don't think so.
I'm pretty sure you just called me
Um,
fat.
yeah, exactly. The another thing that I've been doing, I don't know, like I always have mixed feelings about this, but anyway, I was like, I gained weight. Like I actually like gained like 10 pounds for reals. I was like, oh, my pants were super tight. I couldn't wear some of my work outfits like that because like my stomach was like over my pants, and I was just like, oh my God, I can't. I'm back to where my starting weight for our cut challenge that we did. So I've lost 5 pounds, just whatever, which is nice. But anyways, but when I was mid spiral and getting heavier, I actually started getting way more compliments from people. Like people like coworkers from work, like this one woman, she like pulled me aside in the break room. She's like, I'm not a man. I'm not into women, but I just have to say, you're the sexiest, most beautiful woman walking these hospital hallways. And I was like, oh, thank you. She's like, you just strutting down with your confident strut. You just look so good. I was like, oh shit. But like, I mean, she's so nice. And I was just like, but it like was one of those things where I was like, oh, really? And then like I had a couple people, women at the gym and a couple other coworkers at work say something, not the exact words, but like say something complimentary. And so it was nice because it was validating, but also like it made me stop and go, well, well, wait a second. Like, what are they seeing that I haven't been seeing? And so I was like, every time I'd look in the mirror and I go, oh, well, oh, I do look good. Oh, I, okay, shit, what have I been freaking out about?
Yeah.
Like, okay, yeah, the cellulite on my thighs. I mean, like, I'm okay with some of it. It's a little heavier than I'd like it, but I still look good. I still have really nice curves. I'm like, look at this. Like, I put on this dress. I just got some work dresses because it's fucking hot. And so I got these dresses and I was like, damn, damn. All right. I'm smoking. Okay. I'm feeling myself. And so now when I go in the mirror, it's definitely been a switch of like, I'm nicer to myself. Or when I see the mirror, I like stop and take a moment to compliment myself rather than going, oh God, really? You're still not there? Oh, look, you still have the back fat? Oh God. Because before I was just like, every time it was still like, well, that's not there, that's not there, that's not there, that's not there. And now, like, just those compliments were helped me switch my brain to start looking for the things that I actually liked and going like, whoa, there's way more than I realized. Like, holy shit. Okay. And being like, okay, if I stayed like this forever, I would be okay. I look pretty fucking good. And I
Yeah.
think that was probably like one of the biggest shifts for me.
That's
And it
cool.
allowed me to be like, okay, I eat that brownie. It's gonna make my ass look good. I'm gonna look sexy. I'm
It's so,
okay.
it's so
Okay.
true.
You
It's so
know?
true. Yeah.
So that's definitely helped me be able to be chiller with my food and be like, okay, whatever. You know? And I can
Yeah.
tell that I want to start eating more protein. Like I can feel it like, oh yeah, I'm ready to start thinking about being conscious about incorporating more chicken, more beef, or like, but I'm not like, oh God, I gotta measure it. And then maybe that's what I have to do. Maybe I don't ever start measuring. Maybe I just go, shit, I need more food. Oh, my body's saying, okay, let's eat a little more. Okay, you're
Yeah.
you're feeling a little weaker in the gym because my lifts have been weaker for sure. But I'm like, okay, so maybe I want to go a little stronger. Maybe for the next couple of days I'll see if I can eat a little bit more food and see if that helps.
Yeah.
So, okay, I'm gonna try that out.
Yeah.
and just be like blasé about it. Like, we'll see.
Yeah.
Because I'm happy where I'm at. And I feel
It's
like I
so
can say
true.
that genuinely.
Yeah, I love that. That's cool. It's
Yeah.
you look like you were just in such a
Yeah.
insightful like epiphany moment and then all of a sudden you just crack up. I can't. Yeah.
Ah.
Honestly, I would probably say I would say I was kind of like thinking about the same thing of because the conversation that we had last time kind of dawned on me a few times in the week where like I would notice myself so unconsciously being mean to myself, then I would just be like, okay, no, like, is this how I want to be with myself, like, later on? You know, like, am I going to be the mean teacher to myself to get me to learn? And it's like, no, it just doesn't work. And I think it's because it's so, like, I'm so used to it and I've been so programmed with it. And it comes from, like, years of just, like I think we learn these things like when we're younger and like something happens, whatever it is, and then it starts wiring all these wires in your brain and then it's like you just have to stop wiring them and start thinking a different way, you know? And so it seems like the slowest fucking process ever, but I'm like once I'm over this little hump of whatever it is, I've discovered something so deeply in my unconscious that I've started pulling out the pieces and like breaking the thoughts and the wires so that it's like that's not actually true anymore. You don't have evidence for that. So it's like bringing the unconscious to the conscious. And like so I don't know, it's kind of been the same thing. It's like just interesting, like not like you don't want to
Can
be
you give
like
me an
this forever.
example?
It would be like,
Give me an
you know,
example.
I'd catch myself in the mirror and being like, oh, you're too, like, oh yeah, you've gained weight. Your stomach is like bigger than your ass. And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like,
Really?
oh,
Now all of I see is an ass on your stomach. Too literal. Oh, what the fuck? What happened to your stomach? Looks like ass cheeks.
my goal is just to have a huge badonkadonk that's bigger than my stomach. Do you know what I mean? Like wider than my
Yeah.
stomach is. Because right now I feel like the proportions are like my stomach is bigger than my ass. I don't know how to explain it. Anyways, whatever. So,
Like
yeah.
movement this
Yeah.
way.
Like my butt is like
Here's your
this and my stomach is
here's your
like
body, here's your stomach, and here's your butt.
yes. But oh my God, I'll tell you this. Okay, I was so pleased with myself yesterday or the day before. I saw my friend that I hadn't seen in a while, and me and her have been trying to catch up for fucking ages. And I was in Whole Foods, and then she came up behind me and she was like, hey girl. I was like, hey, what's up? She's like, what the fuck? I came around the corner and I was like, that girl's ass is really nice. And then I looked up and saw your hair and I saw it was you, and I was like, stop. Really? Me? My booty? She's like,
My ass?
yeah. Okay.
Quick, take a picture for me. That's
But
awesome.
yeah, it was so funny. So I was just like, okay, anyways, I digress. You asked me about how I've been unwiring these thoughts. Okay, so it's because I've been working with Soul on this lately, like yes, an example would be nitpicking something about my body and then immediately thinking, okay, well that makes you're not that good of a person, you're not that disciplined, you're not very strong, you're not this, like spiraling of like how I can't create what I want for myself. And then stopping that and being like, okay, that's my old story. That's my old story from childhood because I had problems learning in school. I had problems with, or sorry, like all my friends when I was in sports went to university. They got scholarships, but I wasn't good enough. And so then I was like just spiraling into this like story of like in childhood. And then also like, you know, when my dad left, it was like, okay, that story too of like, oh, you're not good enough. And then it's just like, but it was so ingrained at such a young age that you don't even realize like that it's how it impacts you today. And so then I was like, that's really fucked up. It just doesn't make sense. And any of the thoughts that I had of the not good enoughness, I started to like unpack how they made no sense when I was a kid. And I'm like, they're just not factual, but it's just what you made a situation mean. And so then just like pulling those strings and being like, you can't tell yourself this story anymore because you know it's not true. So I would say that's probably one of them. Anyways, I know you need to go to
So
your
when
meeting.
you
So
notice it, huh?
I said, I know you
Oh
need to go
shit,
to your
yeah.
meeting.
But so like when you are, um, So when you notice it, and you just say that's your old story,
Yeah, it's not the story
and
anymore.
that's all you do. It's
Yeah,
not the story anymore. Do you
yeah.
replace it with a new story, or do you just say no, that's not the story anymore?
I don't know. That's as far as I've gotten. It's not the story anymore.
Oh, that's cool.
So, yeah, it's only happened a few times, but I'm like, it's okay. I've noticed it a few times, so I'm gonna keep noticing it more and more and more. How it's like
Yeah,
playing
yeah,
out
for
my
sure.
life. Like it's just not the story anymore. So it's like,
Or maybe it won't pop up as much anymore,
yeah, exactly. Because you kind of
right?
like take the energy out of it. So yeah, that's been really interesting. Because sometimes I'm like, it feels so inauthentic to be like, oh, I completely love myself. And I know in the past, like I have done that, but I'm like, I just think it is just like
Mm-hmm.
suppressing. Like you're not dealing with the root cause of the
Mm-hmm.
issue. You know what I mean? So it's like, okay,
Yeah.
like start to unwire that, pull that apart, and then you can put new stories onto it because you no longer have that belief, if you know what I mean. So that's kind of what I've been doing lately.
Nice.
Well, I know you need to go
All
to
right.
work, so we keep
Oh,
things fucking real over here.
yeah, we do. Come. Oh, let's do the. She's making gains though. Hey.
Oh,
We
you
we
go.
heard back from Catherine. We heard back from Catherine.
Oh,
Remember,
do
she's the
tell.
one that was like, I took a break for a week, and then it's been like what?
Never
How
went
many
back.
years was it? Yeah,
Never went back. Yeah.
yeah. Hold on, let me find it. She said I went grocery shopping July 1st, and I started eating right July
Love it.
2nd. And I've been going to the gym and lifting heavier weights than I normally would as I get started. Some cardio, but not a ton because of my knee. I've lost 4 pounds since July
Wow.
2nd. She goes, she says, of course, the weight doesn't seem like it comes off fast enough to make you feel satisfied. But I was feeling kind of down because I started at this weight and now I'm at this weight. I keep focusing on the fact that this is just too many pounds for my tiny little bone frame. But then I remind myself 2 weeks has gone by and that means 2 pounds a week, and that's pretty dang good. I'm
That's
feeling
good.
better than I expected going to the gym. I feel stronger than I expected that I would. It
Wow.
probably helps that I've still been able to lift and carry around large bags of soil and mulch and potted plants. So she's feeling stronger and it's coming off. And she's doing it. She's been like procrastinating it for how many freaking years?
Oh my God, I love
Yay!
that. Yay, she's back
Yay.
without the
She's
obsession.
back. Girl's
She'll be
back.
back. I love it. Well
Yeah,
done, Catherine.
yeah.
We love it for you.
Yes, we do. That's awesome.
Amazing. So what's our recap? Basically, don't use ChatGPT if you're trying to give yourself a bigger butt because it's going to make you look like you need to take steroids. So basically, I think ChatGPT is just trying to get us all to take steroids. Like, stop fueling the steroid industry,
Yeah,
ChatGPT.
yeah, and like, really, Captain America? That's fiction. I don't want Marvel in my Chat GPT. God, Marvel, gross.
Gross. Oh my God. Moral of the
I don't really know
story.
if there is a takeaway, just being really like chill, listen to yourself, perhaps, and look for. I think what we've really actually focused on is like rewiring ourselves. So noticing the things that we do like and spend more time focusing on what you do see that you like and recognizing when you start spiraling like you do and just say, hey, that's not the story anymore.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
that's old. That's old
Old
news.
program. Old news.
Really? Yeah.
Come up with something new. Give me something better,
Yeah.
you know?
But
That's how you can
really
challenge
juicy and
that.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh
exactly.
my God, that'd be funny.
Yeah. Because it's kind of like your ego, and you're like, really? That's all you've got from fucking 1992? Come on, give me something different.
Boring.
Yeah, boring.
So
Next.
cliche. Really?
Been there, done
Daddy
that.
issues?
Daddy issues is so 1992. Blah. Oh my God, I'm totally gonna do
Oh,
it because
shit.
what are you gonna say
You
if
would
somebody
too.
was
That'd be awesome.
if
Yeah.
somebody is gonna like bully you and they just come up to you and you're just like, God, it's so fucking old news. Give me some new material. What are they gonna say to you? You're like, Okay. They just like sulk away.
Your mom.
Yeah, your mom. Well, what about your, it's like, just leave it
Yeah.
alone. Okay, that's my new,
Yeah.
that's what I'm using now. It's my new material.
Oh, I like it. Yeah. Yawn.
Oh my
It's like,
God.
oh, really?
That's
You tell us if that backfires. We'll let you be the guinea pig.
okay, deal. That's my takeaway from this episode.
I'm gonna put
Boring.
a shirt. Daddy issues? Yawn.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny. We can totally have next. Give me something new.
Next.
Give me a so
That's awesome.
2022, what year are we in? Give me a 2025 problem. Like, come
Yeah,
on.
what year are we in?
Give me new
Oh my
material.
God, that's so funny. I was like filling out my daughter's paperwork at the doctor's office, and I couldn't figure out the fucking year. I was like 2026, 2006, 2000.
Like, where are we?
What is happening? I was like, girl, I'm tired. I need a week-long nap if I don't even, I'm swinging from decade to decade.
Yeah, no kidding. Like, what
And it was
decade
for
are we in?
today's date. It wasn't like remembering her birthday. It was for today's date. It's 2006. Oh, God almighty. What's happening?
Was she even born in 2006?
No.
No.
Oh, God.
Holy
All right.
shit. Okay, you got to go to work.
So,
don't
yeah,
forget
yeah.
to tune in next week, people. Thanks for listening. We love you.
Yeah,
Love you
share
long
with
time.
your confessions of what you've done in your health funk.
Yeah, exactly.
Make us feel better. I'm just kidding.
Okay, have a good
right.
day. You push the
Thanks,
button.
Mom.
Bye.